Welcome to your online class. This is Bilal Khan from Peshawar Public School and College. We are going to start our lesson of the day. So let's get started with our introduction to organic chemistry. As we know, organic chemistry is the study of organic compounds, and organic compounds can be divided into derivatives and hydrocarbons. So we have been discussing different types of hydrocarbons and their derivatives. I think a student should be familiar with hydrocarbons and their derivatives, the way they're classified, different types, etc. Before one can start studying organic chemistry. So I have been focusing on hydrocarbons and their derivatives from our first lesson. We are going to do a few more videos on these different compounds, the hydrocarbons and their derivatives. So let's discuss how hydrocarbons are classified. We are already familiar with the classification of organic compounds. We have studied different classes of organic compounds. Organic compounds are classified like this. So organic compounds are hydrocarbons and the derivatives of hydrocarbons. Now we already know, we have discussed these terms in detail, so we are not going into detail anymore. We already know that hydrocarbons are the compounds of carbon and hydrogen, and derivatives are obtained from hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons can further be classified into alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, and benzene. Each of these have their cyclo counterparts, like cycloalkanes, cycloalkenes, and cycloalkynes. So we have studied all these classes of organic compounds. Today our lesson is going to focus on the derivatives. We are going to be talking about the derivatives of organic compounds. There are various derivatives of organic compounds. Some of them have been discussed in your course. So we are just going to talk about them a little bit. In our later lessons, we will discuss each class in detail. So the derivatives may be alkyl halides, they may be alcohols, they can be aldehydes, they can be ketones, and they can be carboxylic acids. So we are going to discuss each category. We're going to see what each category means. So let's talk about alkyl halides. Before going into the detail of alkyl halides, let's revise our previous lessons. In the previous lesson, we studied that hydrocarbons are the compounds of carbon and hydrogen. For example, the simplest hydrocarbon is methane. It has got one carbon and 4 hydrogen atoms. This compound consists of only carbon and hydrogen. This is a hydrocarbon. A derivative can be obtained from this by replacing one of the hydrogen atoms with any other atom or a group of atoms. This will give rise to a completely different class of compounds. In case of alkyl halides, this hydrogen is replaced with a halide ion, for example chlorine. So this becomes alkyl halide. The name of the molecule is chloromethane. So we are going to take the example of chloromethane to understand the alkyl halides. So alkyl halides are obtained by replacing one of the hydrogen atoms of alkanes. For example, in this case, we replaced one hydrogen atom from here with chlorine. So we got chloromethane. There are 3 types of alkyl halides. They are normally divided into 3 types: primary alkyl halides, secondary alkyl halides, and tertiary alkyl halides. Actually, this division of alkyl halides is based upon the type of carbon atom to which the halide ion is directly attached. Let's talk about this. This is a primary alkyl halide. The reason is that the halide ion is attached to the primary carbon atom. The primary carbon atom is the carbon atom which is attached only to one carbon atom. I can replace one of this hydrogen with carbon. So this is a primary alkyl halide. This is a secondary alkyl halide. This carbon atom is attached to another carbon atom. So this is a secondary alkyl halide. We can replace this hydrogen with carbon. So a carbon atom that is attached to 2 other carbon atoms is called a secondary carbon atom. This is a tertiary alkyl halide. In this molecule, the halide ion is attached directly to the carbon atom, which is attached to 3 carbon atoms. So this is called as tertiary alkyl halide. This is how the alkyl halides are classified. In case of primary alkyl halides, the carbon atom to which the halide ion is attached to only 1 carbon atom. This is my mistake. Let me correct this. This is carbon. So it is attached to 1 carbon atom. This is attached to 2 carbon atoms. So this will be called as secondary alkyl halide, and this one will be called as the tertiary alkyl halide. This is how the alkyl halides are classified into various classes.